Right, is there any comment tonight on items not on our agenda? Nope. Okay. We're on to, this is a special meeting, just dealing with a few discrete topics. First being finalizing the interview questions for board applicants. Have any thoughts on that? Let's see. Yeah, thank you.
No question.
So there's an attachment. We've got 9 questions. Folks, take a minute to look at that.
My suspicion was that the board would probably be happy with these based on the recent revisions and the one addition.
We did pretty recently do almost the exact same list, less than a year ago. Member Collins Rogers, you were the most recent recipient.
I was.
And you weren't yet on the board to sort of help craft this. So do you have any additions or proposed subtractions?
No. They do look very familiar, but I feel as though they do cover the scope of Emery Unified School District and the school board in itself, so no changes.
Okay. Other thoughts?
I think they're fine.
Okay. Member Merriam?
Yes, just a brief item here pertaining to the 4 goals in mind. Was it included in the correspondence to the applicants as far as the listing of the 4 goals that we have our district?
I honestly don't recall offhand. I believe we asked Ms. Emery to send those to each applicant.
Okay.
I'm not certain.
So we
Okay.
can ask her again.
I can double
send
check.
those to whoever
Sure.
gets invited
Yes. That's
to interview.
I'll
And-
double check
And we
to make
should
sure.
have a hard copy available for folks.
during the interview process. Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
All right, great. Thank you.
All right, I'm also comfortable with this list, so,
So I'll make a motion then to approve it.
okay. All right, roll call?
Okay. All right. Member Ash.
Yes.
Member Collins Rogers.
Yes.
Member Miriam.
Yes.
Member Pats.
Yep.
President Affel.
Yes. All right. The motion passes unanimously, 5-0. We are on to the next item, which is determination of board applicants to be interviewed. I would note that the abstract
Does have a misspell.
is wrong, that the board's making a provisional appointment not to replace John Addled. Hopefully that wasn't a Freudian slip.
I don't think it was, but I will be asking what happened.
Okay, so we're replacing John Affel.
Who is that?
I don't know who John Addled is. That's a different district. But other than that, that's what we are discussing here. We have 4 applicants.
So,
Yes.
I asked a couple weeks ago or a week ago, and it's all a little bit of a blur, about at what point you'll step out, and you said you'd talk with council. Did that occur?
That did occur, and Mr. Kingsley, District Council, reviewed the statute and whatever authority he was able to find, and uh, uh, informed us that the statute says, as I remarked last time, that a board member in my position who has resigned at a future date retains all powers to do everything except one thing, and that is vote on his or her replacement. So Mr. Kingsley agreed that I should fulfill my duties in participating in all respects except voting for this particular member.
So, again, I just feel like this is a vote on the first stage of, we're going to either vote people in to be interviewed or vote people out. And did he address that specifically?
Yes. Well, I don't know specifically, everything up to and including the vote on who the person is to take the seat. So implicitly, he addressed everything you could think of.
Okay, it just feels to me like this is a vote on who the replacement would be, or at least who the final candidates to be the replacement would be. And so I just renew my statement on that fact, that feels to me you should recuse yourself from this portion.
Okay?
So,
Appreciate that. Input? I think it's sort of a non-point because I would recommend we interview all of the 4 candidates who've come forward, but we'll look to others to see, express what they think we ought to do at this point.
When we went through this very recently, I also think that if, sorry, don't touch, no. That I think that if people are willing to step up to be considered to fill such a position, that their voices deserve to be heard. So I would actually like to hear from all 4. I'd like to interview all 4 to respect the fact that they've put forth the effort to and be willing to step up. So
I agree with Joy in terms of allowing each participant who applied in the application phase to go through the interview phase as well. And so that's just my take. All 4 applicants should be interviewed.
I will second basically third the approach.
technically fourth.
We went through this, a year ago or so, and I have the same approach as if they go through the process of filling out the application in a thorough and proper manner. I don't see any means to disbar them from participating in the next phase.
So can I call the question then, and move that we approve all 4?
I will second.
Roll call, please.
Sure. Member Ash.
Yes.
Member Collins-Rogers.
Yes.
Members Miriam.
Yes.
Member Pats.
Yes.
President Affelt.
Yes.
So we did skip public comment, and I apologize for that.
Oh,
So-
it's a special meeting though. Do
Oh,
we-
It's actually not required.
No, we still need to take public comment on any action we're taking.
Yeah. Oh,
So
sorry.
that is
Okay.
correct.
Yeah.
Mr. Bukowski, did you have any comment on that item?
Or the
Okay.
previous one.
Yeah. Or the previous one? Okay, all right. Thank you for rectifying that oversight. Mr. Pats, that concludes our session, so I guess Ms. Emery will notify the applicants,
Yes.
and we'll determine what a random order on November 30th.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone will be provided ahead of time and at the meeting with the 4 goals
Mm-hmm.
for the district. So that concludes the open session of this meeting. We are now going to adjourn to closed session. Thank you.